لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد, alhamdulillah. Truly all the praise belongs to Allah. We seek His forgiveness. We seek the help of Allah. We seek refuge of Allah from the evils of ourselves. Whomever Allah guides, there is no misguidance for him. Whomever Allah leads astray, there is no guidance for him. I testify that there is no God but Allah, and I testify that Muhammad ibn Abdullah is his messenger. Alhamdulillah. Amma ba'd. And as to what follows, I'll try to be brief. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to make a dua. And we must make this dua every day. It's an obligation upon every Muslim to make this dua 17 times a day. And what is that dua? Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. We say this in Surah Al-Fatiha. So Fatiha in itself is a dua. It is a part of the Quran, but it is a dua. And in that surah, we say Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Or Allah guide us on the straight path. And Allah, we say in the prayer, Sami Allahu liman hamidah. Truly Allah, He is the one who praises Him. So Allah will answer the prayer. You say it in the morning, you say it in your sunnah, you say it in your father, you say it and you ask Allah over and over and over and over and over and over again, oh Allah, guide me. In this surah, we also say, Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. Show me the path of those who you have favored. But not the way of those who earn your anger, those who know the truth, but yet disregard it and act otherwise. Or those who say about Allah that which they have no authority to say. Alhamdulillah. In this time that we're in, alhamdulillah, if I ask you, the Muslims who are here in this esteemed university, what month is this? What day is this? What season is this? And if the first thing that came to your mind was March the 29th, and this is the spring season, then alhamdulillah, if I was to ask a non-Muslim the same question, he would say March the 29th, and this is the spring season. But we have said to Allah, Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. We have asked Allah to guide us. And He has guided us. And He has told us that the number of months in a year are 12, the day He created the heavens and the earth. And then among those months, there are 4 that are sacred. And so now, when you ask the Muslim, what month of this is this, he should give you the month that reflects guidance. So if I was to ask you brothers here, does anybody know when May comes this year? You would look at me in such a way that you would think I'm not asking a valid question. Anybody have any idea when December comes this year? How about September? You know when September, can you tell me when September comes? You would look at me as though I was someone who was joking with you. Can any one of you tell me or name for me the 12 months of the year from January to December? You would say, come on, brother. What kind of question is that? But yet, if you, the Muslim, or I, the Muslim, come and ask you, when does Ramadan come this year? Now that's a valid question. That's a valid question. But let's look for a moment. If I was to ask you when May would come this year, and you were to take it as a valid question, you would answer me by saying May comes after April. May comes before June. But yet, if I ask you when does Ramadan come this year, you will not answer me, it comes after Sha'ban, and it comes before Shawwal. You will answer it with the juxtaposition against the non-Muslim calendarization. You will say, oh brother, Ramadan is coming around May the 5th or May the 6th. Yet you have said in your prayer, guide me on the straight path. What gives you the validity to claim or to give an answer that the months that Allah has named as 12 in a year has to be answered in accordance with the Gregorian calendar? And by the way, do you know what the Gregorian calendar means? You know what Gregorian means? It comes from the word Gregory, who was a pope. Pope Gregory established this calendar from the Catholics and said, this is the calendar that I want you to use: January, February, March, April, May, June. And he's given us 12 months. So we as the Muslims, close the door. MashaAllah.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. So we as the Muslims have to look at our everyday movements. We are in an esteemed university. But we are in an even more esteemed religion. Because we have Deen al-Haqq. We have the absolute truth that no one can substantiate except us. Even now, we have a more arduous task on us than the Sahabi. Why? Because when the Sahabi were there with the Messenger of Allah, if they disputed or didn't something, they could always go back to who? The Messenger of Allah asked him, simply asked him, and he would get straight. And if he didn't know, Jibreel would come and give it to him, and that would be it. Now for us, we have to hold on to what we have. We have to hold on to what was given to us. And if you want to see if something is slipping away, you look at the simple things. The Prophet said, this day Shaitan has given up all hopes of making you go astray on the big things, so beware of him in the little things. What's a small thing? How do you count time? Now, you here seeking your bachelor's degrees, your master's degrees, your PhDs. And if I was to ask you, and don't answer, just think to yourself, can you name for me the 12 months of the Muslim calendar year? The same way you can say for me January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You know them. But if I was to ask you, what are the 12 months of the Muslim calendar year? And you say to yourself, well, I know 3 of them. I know 4 of them. And that's an acceptable answer to you? But if I was to ask you about the Gregorian calendar, and you said, well, I think I know 4 of them. Let me see, April, 1 September, I think one called November, December, you would look at me as like I was a complete idiot. But if I ask you the same thing about the Islamic calendar, it's okay. It's okay. Now, I give this khutbah every year. I talk about it all the time. I talk about it when it's around this time. Because this is the month of Rajab. Rajab. And what is Rajab? Rajab is one of the sacred months. The Prophet said there are 4. Allah says there's 4. And the prophets gave us their names. Rajab, the Qiyada, the Hijjah, and Muharram. But it's a reminder because I always get that famous question. When does Ramadan come this year, brother? And if you ask me, I give the same answer. Brother, it comes right after Sha'ban, for sure. The same time it came last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and every year since it's been in existence. And how long has it been in existence? Since before Allah created the heavens and the earth. Allah said the months were 12, and of them are 4 that are sacred. So is it an issue that you just simply don't know the months? No, that's not the issue. The issue is this is a part of your deen. This is an intimate part of your religion. You cannot practice this religion without keeping track of the time according to the moon. Nothing wrong with you keeping track of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, because that's when you get paid, that's when you take your vacation, that's when you graduate, that's when you start school, and so forth. Nothing wrong with keeping track of that. What is wrong is that you forget what you have to keep keep track of that is absolutely essential for your worship. What are the pillars of Islam? One of them is Siyam. How do you know when to fast? You only know when to fast if you keep track of the month. We fast in Ramadan. Well, how you don't know when Ramadan comes? Well, I go look at Pope Gregory's calendar and I see when he says it's going to. No. How do you know when Ramadan comes? You have to know Sha'ban. Why? The Prophet said, track Sha'ban carefully in order to determine Ramadan. How do you know Sha'ban is here? Because you track Rajab. But Rajab is here and you didn't even know it showed up. Yet, you are the Muslim that says 17 times a day, if you know Sirat al-Mustaqim, show me. Show me. Guide me on the straight path. And Allah has given us the straight path. Yet, we're deviating little by little because you know what? What makes it even worse that you don't know, it's okay with you that you don't know. It's okay. You're working on your master's degree, your bachelor's degree, your PhD, and it's okay that you don't know the 12 months of the year of your religion. But you know Pope Gregory's, you know his. When the new year came in, Muharram 1, I noticed there was no celebration. Nobody came to me, called me, and said, Happy New Year, John Yahya. I mean, Allah put you in Jannah for the first. Muharram 1 came and went. But January 1st came, and everybody, Muslims, everybody, Happy New Year. And here's my New Year's resolution. I said, brother, do you know how this New Year came about? Do you know this is a pagan celebration of the pagan god Janus bringing in a new year because they thought there were going to be no more New Years, and the year comes in 7 days after the so-called Christmas Day in order to bring you prosperity, which is a pagan approach to celebration, and get drunk and get married on these days because their false god is going to bring you a new year so they can continue their celebration, and this is what you're celebrating? When Muharram 1 came and went, and you didn't even take note. I'm not here to bash you, brothers. I'm here to shake you and wake you and make you reconcile, call you to reconcile to what you asked your Lord for. What did you ask your Lord for? What? I know you asked him, if you're a Muslim, because I know you made your prayers. And I know that the Prophet said, your prayer is deficient if you have not said Fatiha. And I know that if you said Fatiha, you made that question. If you said guide me on the straight path. So Allah has guided you. And he's told you the 12 months. Muharram, Safar, Rabi al-Ula, Rabi al-Thani, Jumad al-Ula, Jumad al-Thani, Rajab, Sha'ban, Ramadan, Shawwal, Dhul Qiyadah, and Dhul Hijjah. Those are the 12 months. You people here are people of pursuits of knowledge. Make this a part of your day to find out and endeavor what are the 12 months of the year. When were you born, brother? I see Muslims come here from Muslim countries, and I say, when were you born? You tell me July 6th. What? I was born January 26th. What? Brother, they come from Sudan. They come with these same pagan. Well, how did this transform you? Where all of your references according to the pagan calendar year. It makes no sense. Except that you say that Shaitan is succeeding in making us go away on the little things. So I'm saying, ask yourself this question. If you can see how you've left this, you can see how Shaitan is creeping in to guide you away. So if you don't know it, children to know him? How do you expect your wife, oh, that brother's being a little bit complicated? He wants us to know the 12 Muslim months. Yes, I want you to know it because I'm saying to you that you cannot practice your deen without knowing it. Okay, the Prophet said, track Sha'ban carefully in order to track Ramadan. In order to track Ramadan, you have to know Rajab. What is Rajab? Rajab is a sacred month, so therefore you have to know JUMMAH al-Thani. So let's see how many you have to know. You have to know JUMMAH al-Thani in order to know Rajab. You have to know Rajab in order to know Sha'ban. You have to know Sha'ban in order to know Ramadan. Well, don't we pray Eid al-Fitr? When is Eid al-Fitr? You know, it's a sad question. But if you ask the average Muslim, when is Eid al-Fitr? Do you know he was trying to guess? I think this year. Let me give you the answer. Eid al-Fitr is on Shawwal 1. Eid al-Fitr is Shawwal 1. It comes the same time every year. Now let's juxtapose that answer to if I ask you, when is Christmas? You have an answer. December 25th. Clear. No problem. But if I ask you when is Eid al-Fitr, you don't know to say Shawwal 1. That's when it occurs. Oh, brother, let me see. I think it's going to be June. I think it's going to be June 5th or June 6th or something like that. No. It's the same time every year, Shawwal 1. So now you got no Shawwal. That's 5. When does the Hajj season start? When does it start? It starts Shawwal 1 or Shawwal 2. So you got to know 5. Then you have to know, in order to know when the Hajj season starts, you have to know the sacred month of Dhul Hijjah. Now you got to know 6. You have to know when Hajj, when does Eid or Adha come? It comes the same time every year. It comes on Dhul Hijjah 10. How many days is Dhul Hijjah 10 away from Ramadan? It's approximately 68 days or 69 days, depending on whether the month was 29 or 30 days. It's simple. It comes the same time every year. So you have to know 2 more. That's 7 you have to know. Then we fast in Muharram. We fast in Muharram 10. That's 8 you have to know. You got to know 8 just to practice your religion. You got to know 8. You have to know 8. Now, if I start asking the Muslims in this JUMMAH here, how many of you know the 8 months of the year? 8 of them. It requires for you to perform your worship. You backed up as though somebody else is going to do that for me. Brothers, listen to me. Alhamdulillah, I was a non-Muslim for 34 years. On the brink of the fire. And do you know that there was a hilal that came every month, and I never saw one? Can you imagine? I was a non-Muslim, and there was a hilal that came every month, and I never saw one. You are Muslims. And guess what? There's a hilal that comes every month. How many of them have you seen? How many are you even concerned about seeing? Yet you look at your watch, you look at your calendar, you look at it, and you take Pope Gregory's stuff, January, February, and you look at it profusely to assess what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. I have, alhamdulillah, sons. Allah has blessed me with many sons, alhamdulillah. Or I should say, alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed me with many sons. One of the sons was born in January a year, another son was born in December a year, another son was born in November, all 2 years apart. Okay. But if you ask them, they will tell you one was born Muharram 11, and one was born Muharram 7, and one was born Muharram 3rd. They were all born in the same month. It's more significant to me that my children were born in these months than January, December, and November. So tell your children, when did you get married? Oh, brother, I got married a long time. No, you didn't. You got married May 26th. You know when you got married. When did your mother die? When did your father die? When did you come to this country? You know how you keep track of things? You keep track of things by marking and indicating the activities you've done in those days. You've done in those months. What did you do last Ramadan? Ah, brother, I know we did. What did you do last Eid? Oh, brother, you know why you know that? Because you marked the time with an activity. But if I ask you, when did you come to the school? Oh, November, September. Alhamdulillah, brothers. We say, Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, guide us on the straight path. Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim, on the path of those who you have favored. They all knew the most. They all practiced observing the calendarization that Allah established. Then Allah says, غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ. So we say غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ, but look at this as we juxtapose it to calendarization. But not the ones who know the truth, yet act differently. Who are those? Like the people who know that the month should be tracked by the moon, but yet make 13 months in order to keep it in another year or a soul of the calendar year. These are those who know the truth, yet do otherwise. We say, don't make us like that. And then we say, ain't not about those who just make up stuff like January, February, March, April, like Pope Gregory. Don't make us like that. Alhamdulillah. I hope that if you don't remember anything about me, you will remember that brother who jarred my soul about keeping track of time in accordance to the way Allah said do so. And make dua for me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enter me into the Jannah for those who are Jannah from the hellfire. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Sallallahu ala Nabi Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Innaka Hamidun Majid. Brothers, alhamdulillah, we have normalized ignorance. And we have taken ignorance for the standard of correctness. This is what we've done. And I'm talking about time. And so, I just want to point it out that we look at the time, we say the day begins when? At Maghrib. The day begins at Maghrib. The month begins at Maghrib. Yet, the non-Muslim say the day begins at 12 midnight. Now let's analyze it for a moment. Allah says the night comes before the day. So the way Allah deals with it is if the day begins at Maghrib, we come from Maghrib, night, all the way up until sunrise. And then we have the day. And the day is consistent all the way until the next Maghrib. Half a night, half a day makes one complete day, and you start the new day, which also coincides on when you're going to see the new year. It makes sense to me. Well, let's look at the way we've normalized it. The day begins at 12 midnight. Now, at 12 midnight, it's 12 o'clock in the middle of the night, but 1 minute later, it's 12:01 a.m. in the morning. It's 12:01 a.m. in the morning. It's 12. Well, how do you go from being in the middle of the night to being in the morning 1 minute later? And if we look at 12 midnight as being the night, it means that the day starts with a night that you call the morning. Yeah, this is what we do. It starts with a day in a night that we're calling morning, and and you get 1/2 of it. And then the morning starts, and you get a full day. And then Maghrib comes in, and we get from Maghrib to 12 midnight, we get the other half of the night, and that becomes a day. A night, a full day, a half night, a full day, and the other half of the night. That's what makes up a day. Now, does that make any sense to you? Yet, when we say track the time according to the way Allah says it, Maghrib to sunrise or to Fajr is 1 night. Fajr to Maghrib is 1 day. A day and a night equals 1 day. Or we take it this way and say at 12 o'clock is the end of 1 day, and the next second is the morning, the beginning of the next day, and we get half a night, and then a whole day, and then the other half a night, and that consists of a day. That defies logic. But yet, you have adopted that system over the system of keeping track of time by night. It's a great thing. The standard of ignorance has become your standard. Oh, Muslims, if we do not guide the people, they have no hope. Let me make sure you got this straight. Yeah, you have Muslimin. Oh, Muslims, if we do not guide the people, they have no hope. Why? How can you say such a thing, John Yahya? Because there are going to be no more prophets. There are no more revelations. During the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, there was 625 years between him and Isa ibn Maryam. And the people corrupted all kinds of things. They did all kinds of things that were against Islam. And so Allah sent what? He sent a new prophet and a new revelation, and he corrected them. No more. Muhammad ﷺ is Khatam al-Nabiyyun, and the Quran is the final revelation. Allah will make sure that some of us will keep it going. And I pray Allah, He makes me one of them. But it's clear, if it's not us, it's nobody. If it's not us, it's nobody. You will seek knowledge. There are different types of knowledge that you have. One of the knowledges that you have, if you forget it, you can gain it back. You know, like you study the sciences. You forget how gravity works, you can get it back. You can go back and figure it out. You forget some math, you can regenerate it. But if you forget revelation, you cannot bring it back. The only way revelation can be reestablished is through another revelation. If it's gone, it's gone. So I'm saying to you, brothers, alhamdulillah, be who you are. Deal with these months. Deal with this time. Fine. But don't substitute it for the time of the people of knowledge. And that's who you are. We've taken the term people of knowledge and means some sheikh of this and sheikh of that. Oh, it means that too. But you are the people of knowledge. If they take me or any one of you, I used to say, I can't say it anymore, and put you with the whole Congress. Well, now there are Muslims in the Congress. Well, let's just say the Muslims weren't there. And then to put you with the whole Supreme Court and the whole cabinet of the President of the United States, who would be the leader? Who would be the leader in front of Allah? Who establishes leadership? The one with the ultimate authority establishes leadership. Who has established leadership? Allah has established leadership, and He has made you the leader. A leader doesn't mean you have to slap people around or manhandle them or command them to do this and that. The leader in Islam is the one who shows the people how to worship Allah. That's the leader. Did not Allah say, and I'm going to end this khutbah, to Ibrahim alayhi salam, I will make you imam among the people. I will make you imam among the people. How many people Ibrahim had following him? son, a couple of wives, a few times, a few people. Well, wait a minute. Well, how is the Lord going to make him imam? Because the Hajj that we take, our methodology of worshiping Allah is from who? Ibrahim. He's the imam.